start doing your own Zoom business showcase every week. Yeah. So it's good also for you to learn and then to educate and teach your leader what are the things that they need to take note when they are conducting a Zoom meeting, so that you can be more efficient when you carry out the meeting. Yeah. So thank you also, Michelle, for supporting us. Yeah. So I will just start my sharing today.
Ay, bakit ang gagawin yan? Huwag na ngayon. Huwag na ngayon. Sige mo. Kuya, ito nagsisimula na si Madam. Kasi po may step. Kailangan mo yung ilaw.
Wait, I need to mute first. Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, of course, so today we are going to talk about how to conduct a successful meeting. Yeah. So again, before I start, I would like to thank Alcon Global. And also, I would like to thank my life coach, Brother Jin, Sister Valet, yeah, for them to always supporting and leading us behind. And of course, our senior outline, Mr. Lee and Mrs. Lee. Yeah. So for those who have never made our senior outline yet, we have a session with him next Sunday, 7 p.m. Yeah, so he will be sharing his 23 years journey in Alcon Global. So remember to do more invites of your new members to join us next Sunday, 7 p.m. Okay, and also thanks to our Alcon Global 001, Mr. Francis Chia. So thanks to all his wisdom and the gift spirit, I think started from him, that we are able to learn from different leaders and from all over the world together. Yeah, and also thanks to the gift spirit, and thanks to the Alcon Global management team. Yeah, so for always supporting us, always helping us, yeah, to support our business. Yeah, yeah, so today we are going to talk about what are the key things we need to take note when we conduct or when we attend a meeting or when we want to invite someone. Yeah, so it's important in Alcon Global. We say it's important to attend every meeting. Why? Because I think I will go through in meeting. Of course, we can learn a lot of things, and it's a place for us to borrow power as well. Yeah. So because a meeting can assist us, to have a teamwork, so that we can, I think importantly, we want to borrow power. It helps to save time and effort. It helps us to leverage on each other. That's why I think when we are working together in your own smaller group, and you have your own Zoom meeting, you can experience that. You can borrow power from the different speaker or different leader in your team from a different background. So it will help to have a certain influence power to your certain prospect. Yeah, so we can experience the teamwork effect. And number two, to generate sales. Yeah, of course, this is just part of it. Yeah, so it helps us to, I think, increase the closing rate, because we would have different testimony sharing, maybe from different user or from different leaders. So it helps us on the closing rate as well, compared to the one-to-one. Yeah, and of course, number three is to mass recruit distributors. So as we mentioned, this is one of the recruitment channel that it will help us for massive recruitment. So it will help to expedite the network growth. Yeah. So for some of you who have already continuously doing your own team Zoom meeting showcase, I think you can experience that. You can also monitor that. Maybe there's new leader born in the Zoom meeting. Yeah, maybe you can start to see more members or even more customers start to refer friends. Yeah, so this is a channel also. It will help us to expedite our network growth. Yeah, and of course the next one, it helps us to collect information. yeah, some of the meeting or the training, it helps us to always get the first-hand information, and we can also learn and then share together with our team later. Yeah, and of course, in the meeting also, it help us to learn and train and grow together. Yeah, because I think with learning, then of course we ourselves can improve further, and we can also be independently to share with our members. Yeah, and of course also to upgrade, yeah, and to improve ourselves. Yeah, it can be also a channel to expand our dreams. Why? Because especially when we are attending meeting, no matter offline or online, when we are listening to the journey or testimonies of different leaders, yeah, we are always inspired to pursue something that maybe we didn't think of it before. And of course, to cultivate also the gift spirit, as we are always support each other in the team meeting. And the last one, yeah, also is a place for us to contribute and to absorb and learn new things, yeah, for us to keep motivating ourselves, yeah. So sometimes, of course, even though we ourselves may not be always have new prospect to bring in, but it's also for us, importantly for us to learn, to revise and motivate ourselves. Yeah. So these are the few key few key reasons how important is a meeting. Yeah. So but why, some people may start wondering why, I feel that I always do a lot of invite, but nobody want to attend a meeting, or I invite a lot, but why they never sign out, So it's always important, when we want to do a revision or do a review of the action we have done for a meeting, we always look into these 4 steps. Yeah. So we split the whole process into meeting before the meeting. Yeah, what do we do before the meeting? What do we do during the meeting? What do we do after the meeting? And the confirmation of next meeting. So this 4 step is very essential, and each of it actually plays a role of about 25% to make up of a total 100% for a successful meeting. Yeah, so in today's topic, we are going to talk about these 4 steps in detail, so that we can also check, whether we have done enough actions or what else we can do to improve the meeting that we have conducted, so that to make it more effective. And of course, we want to leverage our group to grow bigger and faster via the meeting that we conduct regularly. Yeah. So some of the common problem here, it could be ourselves sometimes, yeah, or it could be our downline or new members, maybe they are not sure how to do a proper invitation, or they did not do a proper invitation, but we as a leader, we not managed to really find out what is the root cause. Yeah. So for example, one of the case here, you may find it familiar. So when you ask your leader, do you do the invitation for the meeting? Yeah, so the leader maybe say, yes, I already done. I already forward to the message to, all the people I have in the messenger, I forward to, 50, 100%. But nobody reply me, or I thought they will attend. So that is a common scenario, sometimes we just do the mass forward to a lot of people, but maybe we did not really do a one-to-one follow-up, or we did not do a proper, more sincere invitation. So the solution here is, yeah, after your message, you can do the invite via phone or just a messenger call, just a short call, to again show your sincerity, share your why you want to invite the person to attend the meeting, how important is the meeting. Yeah, and of course, after you do the invitation, also keep reminding the meeting day and the time, and do not wait until the last hour only send the invitation or do the reminder, which is too late already, because maybe most of the time, maybe your prospect will just reply you, oh, sorry, I forgot, I'm already out of home, so I cannot attend. Yeah. So maybe many of the times we get this kind of reason to not, for the prospect not attending a meeting. It could be because our invitation or reminding was not done completely well. Yeah. And also, of course, highlight to the guests that, you know, you are specially invited to join the meeting, the seats are available. It's very rare that, you know, we can get speaker to talk about this particular content today. Yeah. Or something like that. Yeah. So that's why we invite always via the phone or messenger call is still the best, because I think we want to really show the sincerity, and I think human touch is still very important. The person need to feel like why, you know, he want to attend the meeting. Yeah, because if mass forwarded message, the person can receive maybe many forwarded message in whole day, and maybe he will not feel that it's so important, or what is it really matter to her. Yeah, so this is something that we can improve from here. Another scenario also could be because maybe we did not do the proper tee up. Yeah, meaning we did not really promote the event or promote the meeting well. So like I mentioned just now, yeah, on the phone call or maybe via text, we can tee up about why, you know, why do you invite her today, or why do you invite her for the next week meeting? Is it because you think that you know, this particular product will definitely help her, help the kids, you know, to protect from the virus? Or is it because you know about the situation, you know that she's looking for some side income, and you think that this platform will definitely help her? So you definitely, the why is very important while you are chatting with the person. Because if without any why, if you just simply do a, I mean, not very sincere invitation, you just say, oh, I happen to have a meeting next week, come and join me and see if you can get anything. You know, that is not really personalized or customized message to the particular person. Yeah. So of course the person, then she can reject you very easily. She can tell you, yes, I will see how, but she doesn't feel any importance that why she must attend the meeting. Yeah. So it's essential, of course. Number one, of course, I think before the TL, we also have to understand the person's needs very thoroughly, whether we have to share from the product angle or we have to share from the opportunity angle, so that we can tee up using the proper tools, proper things that, you know, she think that will benefit her. So also here, if some of you have been following from the last topic until now, of course, you know about ABC rules. For some of the new members here, yeah, so it's always important to use the ABC rules. Yeah, so A could be referred to, you know, people, the occasion, or the things that we want to tee out to borrow power from. Yeah, so the people, it could be speaker, you know, or today's speaker, what's so special about the speaker, or any or is she the product expert or the bio pure expert, or she's a leader that you respect a lot, you know, what you learn from her, or is she an upline, sometimes even, you know, sideline or even downline. She can be someone we can borrow power from, because we always need to borrow power from different person in order to influence, you know, the particular prospect. Yeah, depends on the maybe the background, the similarity, yeah, or the needs. Yeah, so the occasion we tee up also the meeting, the content, yeah, and things, maybe about the product, about the plan, about the company, or about, you know, the applications. You know, if the particular person is a very online driven person, so what is the things that we can really raise up the curiosity to join us? So we need to know all these very well. Yeah. So the key points are on the 4 step here. We're going to go through one by one here. Of course, number one, before the meeting, the important point is we have to know how to promote, how to tee up. Yeah, and and also you need to know your prospect well. You need to provide the FORM, the information of your prospect, to your upline before the meeting. Yeah, not during the meeting. Yeah, so that the upline can have a better understanding of your prospect on what to share later. Yeah. So number two, during the meeting. So the key point here is we have to ensure, you know, the information conveyed as per the person need. It's a sharing session, so our role is to agree with the speaker, and then to show agreement, and to monitor also the prospect feeling. Yeah. And number 3 is after the meeting, of course, we need to follow up and do a closing and arrange the next meeting. And of course, to arrange the next meeting, we need to do a proper follow-up and service so that we always know what is the next action or next meeting that we will see this person again, or what is the next thing that we will do on this person again, so that our actions, the whole follow-up action on that particular prospect is done completely. Yeah. If not, if we miss out all this or some of these, then maybe our effort, even you could be I mean, our effort could be gone even though we invite a lot of people. So it's important, even as an upline, it's important, you know, you always help to check your downline, whether they have done all these details, yeah, and how you guide him actually to follow through all these, yeah. So just a short revision about the ABC rules. So A, here we are referring to the advisor. It could be the people, the things, the occasion, as I mentioned just now. It can be anyone, sometimes not necessarily only the upline. Yeah, it could be any leaders that you can borrow power from. Yeah, and of course, we ourselves is the bridge. Yeah, so we call it, we ourselves is always the B. So in fact, in the network marketing, we always say that we should be doing the role of B 80% of our time, so that we are always, you know, borrowing power to do this business. Yeah, so we ourselves don't need to be always, you know, the most capable person to do everything, because if that is the case, not many people may feel that they can duplicate what we do. So the important thing is how we can maximize the leverage power, how we can really always borrow power from someone, so that this is a thing that you can always duplicate to your downline, no matter what is his background. Everyone can borrow power from another advisor or another tools. Yeah. And C, of course, is a prospect, the downline, someone you want to influence. Yeah. So we always using these ABC rules, yeah, in doing this business. So this is a simple triangle. So we ourselves as a B, what is our role? We need to, of course, always tee up the A. It could be upline, it could be the tools, products, it could be anything, yeah, as I mentioned just now. And then what do we need to get from C is the FORM, the family background, the occupation, the recreative, the money matters. We need to get this information so that we can understand what C really need. So after we get the FORM from C, we need to provide to A, so that A also has the understanding about C. Yeah, and we need to tee up A in front of C or before C really come into the meeting, so that C already, you know, trust A. C already has a looking forward to meet A. Yeah. So that when they meet together in the meeting, so A has a bigger influence power later to help you to influence the C, and a result is C will trust A because you already do the tee up. Yeah, so this is how we can really leverage the power on A more effectively. Because imagine if today I never do any tee up of A, I will just say that, you know, next week one of my mentor is coming to share. So remember just to bring more people to watch, or I did not really tee up the background, or did not really tee up the character of the upline or the leader to make the C looking forward to CA, then, you know, C may even just not attending the meeting, or not really has the interest to really to look forward to meet A. Yeah, so the role of B is the very, very important. It's even more important than A. If we did not do a if we do not do the role of B very well, no matter how good is the A, you know, sometimes maybe the power, it could be not so powerful because of we did not do a very good tee up. Yeah. So we ourselves as the B is very, very important. And remember, I repeat again, 80% of the time in this business, we are doing B role. Yeah, so we are always borrowing power from the speaker, from the company, from the slide, from the tool, from the product, from something that we can borrow power. Okay. Okay, so before the meeting, so of course, the first thing is we just talking about ourselves. Of course, the image building is very important. Yeah. So in this case, I'm talking about both offline meeting and online meeting, like a Zoom meeting. Yeah. So even online, you know, people will still see us. So our image is still important. Of course, you don't need to dress up until too overdone, but at least we need to be professionally attired, be punctual, you know, don't leave early. And important also remind our guests to see to be punctual as well. Yeah, because I think some of the time, you know, I observe maybe sometimes, you know, the A, of course, the A will always attend early because A already doing know this business well and she want to show a good impression, right? But sometimes, you know, if a lot of C, they are always late and making others who always wait for each other, then actually it is end up, you know, the A has to wait for the C to appear for a very long time. So it may not start with a very good impression as well. Yeah, so it's good that if all the C's can be always punctual. Yeah, so so that, you know, to tell us that we always appreciate the time that A has given us. Yeah, and of course we ourselves, we need to play a role. We always be enthusiastic, be cheerful, we always be polite and courteous, you know, to greet everyone in the meeting. Yeah, and if we are the host that invite our guests, of course we need to be there early and to introduce the guests to the upline or the sideline as well. Yeah. So of course, before this is still before the meeting. Yeah, remember we're still doing the ABC rules, what to promote. Yeah, so it's just a little bit repeat from the previous slide. So again, we tee out about the speaker, the product expert. It could be product expert, product founder. Of course, not every single one you have to tee out. You have to find, you know, the one thing that you feel that is it will create a best influence power to the person, then you tee out about the particular speaker or the particular person. Yeah. So as I mentioned, sometimes it could be not just the upline, sometimes it could be sideline, or it could be even downline. If, for example, maybe the background of your downline, you know, is similar to your new prospect. So sometimes it is even easier if you could borrow power from your own downline. It's also possible. Yeah. So it always depends on how we do these ABC rules. Yeah. And of course, also we can talk about the event, you know, important about this meeting, you know, you can give added value to you, like about the income or about the wellness awareness that we need to have now, or some of the testimony that really help the person. For example, maybe the person's family has a risk about the virus, or she just want to know the information about how the product will help particular problem, and just happen that we, you know, we already have someone has that testimony, so we can tee out about that particular testimony as well. Yeah. And of course we can tee out, like just I mentioned, the related products or tools that can help the person. Yeah. So when to promote, of course, I think the other key thing is how we can actually ensure we have more invites to the meeting is we have to do a lot of one-to-one daily. Yeah, so imagine if you are always doing a lot of one-to-one, even now we can't go out by via phone call, messenger call, you know, you can share maybe from the product angle or from the opportunity angle, you can share just a brief one, but you know the person already has interest, so that is the best time you can invite them, you know, to join our Zoom meeting next day, so that you can have a full picture of how the meeting, how is this business about, how the product can help you. Yeah. So when to promote, yeah, is also important. Yeah, and why promote? So create the need, and we have to tee up the meeting that so the objective is to fulfill the need to that the person want. Yeah. So again, whether we really understand the need of your prospect is very important. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so how to promote? Of course, we need to know the need of the person. We need to tee up and then attract the attention, generate interest, and create desire that why the person want to join you to your meeting. Yeah. Okay, and the key on promoting is okay. So just repeat to promote and tee up those person who can help us, and promote not only those people who are stronger than us. Yeah, like I mentioned just now, every single person in your meeting can be your A. It depends on how we as a B can tee up the particular person. Yeah, and of course, we always promote a tee up in a sincere, respectful, appreciative, and grateful manner. Like we always thank them for attending the meeting. We always appreciate the time of our upline or the sidelines to helping us, the teamwork to make the meeting successful. Yeah. So yeah, so this is the action we need to do before the meeting. So as a B, we need to provide the FORM of C to A. Yeah. So I think some of the members here, you know, maybe when they are new, they are not sure, so they may miss up this part. But this is actually very, very important, because the more information you can provide to A, the better A can address the needs of the C later during his sharing in the meeting. Yeah, because for example, if today maybe most of your customers are just purely coming for the product purpose, they already tell you they maybe don't like network marketing, then maybe, you know, in the meeting, you know, A will know that the focus is more on the product needs and not so much on the network marketing itself. Yeah, but if the other way around, if A don't know anything and she focus on more of the network marketing, then it maybe we are not really addressing the need of the C. Yeah, so that's why you see how important is the role of B is very, very important. Yeah, the more detailed information you can provide to A, the better role A can do and help you on the closing later. Yeah. So yes, B is very important. And the other key things here, we always promote the A's character followed by the achievement. Yeah. So it's important. We always promote A's character, you know, like I know, like for example, I know some of the team members of Ma'am Iza, I know they always promote, you know, Ma'am Iza, oh, she really, really supporting us every single day for the Zoom meeting. She's supporting us every single night, you know, and she's very kind. She's always providing everything we need. Yeah, so we always promote the S character. Yeah, not really just promote the, you know, how much she earn, you know, you must come and listen. So that is not really the way we promote a person. Yeah, so the achievement could be later. Yeah, of course, again, depends on what C needs. Yeah, unless the C really coming, you know, she want to know about the money, she want to know how much you can earn here, then yeah, then we can consider tee up from that angle. Yeah, so again, we need to understand C very well, and we need to do a good introduction uh, to promote A with C before the meeting, not only to promote A only during the meeting. Okay. Okay, so and this one, just a short one also, this is more for the Facebook Live, the online meeting that we have. So this is also something extra that we can do to promote about our FB Live meeting. So of course, again, we can also call and text the customer group members, you know, since we have the Saturday is more for the opportunity and Sunday we have the product training. So you can differentiate, you can differentiate and categorize your members to those who are interested in opportunity and those who are more interested in the product, to inform them about the good news and share the link on your Facebook wall about the meeting, you know, and tee up, of course, about the product. For example, tomorrow, Ma'am Tetel is sharing about the colostrum. So what you really love about the colostrum, how you really think that, you know, your friends will benefit from it, you can write and tee up about this on your Facebook wall as a part of your invitation. Yeah. Okay. And of course, again, you can also remind all your members who subscribe our Alcon Global Philippines page so that they are always updated about the Facebook meeting that we have. And of course, also teach them how to watch a Facebook Live or the Zoom meeting, because some of them, they may not know how to really watch the Facebook Live or how to really attend the Zoom meeting for their first time. So it's also our role to ensure all this to be done. Yeah, okay.
Kasi
Okay.
yung mga nakagamit na, maganda naman feedback, kanya-kanya.
Okay. See, I took so long to talk about the meeting before meeting. Yeah. So now we know there's a lot of homework we need to do before the meeting to ensure effective meeting. Yeah. Okay. So now meeting during meeting. Okay. The part 2. So now we have the invites coming into the meeting already, or no matter offline or in the Zoom meeting. So as a B, of course, we need to, if during the meeting our role, is to agree with A, so that A has a bigger influence power on the C. And of course, before the meeting, like I mentioned, greet everyone before the meeting. Yeah. Because you are B, you have someone in the meeting, you also act as a host, act as a part of the whole. So you need to introduce C to A and A to C. Yeah. And this is like, of course, if we are in the offline meeting, sometimes we can even take out the notes, to really take down and agree what A says to show respect to A in front of C. Yeah. And of course, if we are the role of A, of course, we need to be well prepared on what we are going to share later, be kind and humble, be approachable, so that C will find it easier to accept us. Yeah. Okay. And so for example, if we are the B, or we are the host in the Zoom meetings, we can also say something like this to start the topic, or even in the offline meeting or in a three-way video call. Three-way video call meaning, and B, I have a prospect C, and my upline A is in the phone meeting. I also can start with something like this, a big thank you to my prospect C for giving me a chance to share today. So I have specially invited my Alcon mentor to do the sharing today because he's more experienced than me. He's very kind-hearted. He was always very willing to help others, no matter of his schedule, he still come and help me. So I would like to use this opportunity to learn more from her also. So then I will pass the time to A to start sharing, because by this simple introduction, sharing, it shows you are taking the initiative to lead the meeting, and you are also doing the tee up again. So, to show again your respect to the A and your appreciation. So C will also duplicate this way in the future when C want to invite you to be the A in the meeting next time. Yeah. So this is something that we can do. Yeah. So of course, during the meeting, yeah, let's say even no matter offline or even if we are at the Zoom, always stay, close throughout, meaning always observe, always giving a personal attention. So to reduce a feeling of uneasiness, if sometimes maybe C is not comfortable, we need to observe as well. So sometimes, even when we are attending a Zoom meeting, even when the speaker is sharing, some of the participants, maybe they will feel that I already attend many times, I will just off my camera and I rest. But they forgot already they have a new prospect inside the meeting. So supposedly we need to do our role also. We need to observe also the body. If the C is opening the camera, we need to observe also the body language, any facial expression, or we can also check, with the C whether she has any question, in order to have a better understanding of what C feel throughout the meeting. Yeah. So our role is very important during the meeting. Yeah. Not just bringing someone and then let A do the performance and then we just relax and do nothing. No. So our role is still very important if we are bringing someone, and want to influence the person. Yeah. So of course, during the meeting, we can also, type in the chat box sometimes to again highlight some points that A has just shared, so that to keep the interaction interesting. And then C, we also observe that you are doing an example of showing as your leadership. Yeah, lead and set a personal example to create some response. Sometimes, when you type and share, or maybe you can see that C will actually reply and then say agree, then you know that C actually having a good impression or positive feeling about the meeting. Yeah. So our role is very important, and be attentive, always take notes and record sometimes if you can, or always observe what C is doing. going. Yeah, and to show importance of the meetings, and yeah, our action will influence the new prospect so that they will know what to do and they will duplicate what we do next time. Yeah, so this is for offline. If we are in offline, we can nod and clap, but of course online we also have the signal to clap in the Zoom meeting. If you notice, yeah, you can learn that also to emphasize again important point to excite the common response from your prospect. Okay. So, and this one is more for the Facebook Live, of course, during the meeting, you know, and of course, before the meeting, we already sent invitation to the friends, and but before the meeting or during the meeting, invite them again, you know, share the live meeting onto your social media wall. And greet the person in the FB live also. There is comments, there is chat, right? Greet them also, make them feel welcome, make them feel that they are connected. You are there to stay with them throughout the meetings, actively giving some comments, you know, interact with the speaker or with the host and appreciate the speaker's sharing, similar like the offline or the Zoom meeting. Yeah. So all these action will actually help to keep the C, you know, keep the attention of the C, yeah, when you type more, because of course C feel more connected to you compared to A. So of course our role is very important to keep them always connected in the whole meeting or whole presentation. Okay. Okay, the part 3, after the meeting. Yeah, so of course after the meeting we can do a few things that depends on the person's feeling, or yeah, after the meeting. Yeah, so one thing is we can do direct closing if the person already, you know, yeah, we being convinced. Yeah, so of course when we say direct closing, not necessarily all the person will be immediately closed by us, but of course we still need to do the closing. If not, if we do not do, we will not know whether the person actually want to sign up or don't want to sign up. So we have to do the closing. Yeah. So again, we emphasize the benefit of the product or the opportunity that we really feel that, you know, can help the person, and reinforce again. And if it's more of the opportunity, so we re-ensure that, you know, this is the best time to join us now. And we have the best team to support you here. Every week we have the meeting to support you, to bring your new friends here. So don't worry, because you are not doing this alone. We are working together as a team. So I always reinforce this. Yeah. Encourage them to make decision to join you now. Okay, or sometimes the product also, you can again share your product experience, encourage them to take this, and to protect the family. Yeah. Okay. And let's say if the person already, you know, show interest, want to sign up, they already ask how you know they already show great interest to sign up when they ask about the payment option, when they ask how many BV is the product, what are the product available, how can they make payment, or how many days will it take to reach them. Yeah, all these are the signal to show that the person already want to purchase. So we have to complete the steps, yeah, to do the enrollment. Either we can directly do enrollment in IBS if she has a credit card, or if not, we can directly arrange, you know, tell them the payment option. We can arrange with customer service, get their details, you know, the full name, the TIN number, address, whatever, to register them. And to recommend also the products, so recommend the package, which package that the 30 BV, 100, 300, 650, recommend the products package that they need, and process the purchase. And of course, later on, we also guide the person to start taking the products. And if the person is interested to sign up the business, of course, we continue, you know, to share with the person maybe like how to start, or what is the first step, you know, after you sign up now, what is the next step, the builder or the 650 upgrade. So we have to be very clear on all these action to be done, yeah, and then arrange the next meeting. So arrange for the next meeting depends on the person's needs, whether it's on products or the opportunity. Yeah, so all these are very important. And of course, for those, you know, who are not interested to immediate sign up yet, of course, follow up is very important. Yeah, because like I shared many of the previous topic before, not interested, it could be just a regular reaction on that moment. It could be, most likely it's because the person still has some doubts, but maybe he has not revealed to you yet. Yeah, or maybe she's shy to ask during the meeting. or yeah, or those who reject, or it could be because the person has a bad experience before. So that's why follow up is so important, that we ourselves as a role B, we have to find out their real concern, you know, after the meeting. If it's not too late yet, we could probably give a personal call, you know, to chat, how do you feel about the meeting just now. So it's very, very important to do the proper follow up. And of course, if the person has some doubts, yeah, as usual, we can resolve the question with the few steps here, or the triple F management later. Yeah. So this the AQRSC is agree, question, restate, solve, and close. Yeah. So agree first, you know, agree with the person's doubts to avoid being end up a strong debate. Yeah, because I think we want to agree, yeah, what the person says. We have to agree that, yeah, why she has a bad experience before. We have to agree first, so that the person willing to share more with us. And after that, we ask questions, you know, actually to identify, is this your real problem or real concern? Yeah, because sometimes maybe the person not really directly sharing the real concern to us. So we have to try asking the question to identify what is the real concern, yeah, and to restate, to repeat, is this particular problem that you are talking about, and to solve the problems, and to close, to conclude again, to give solution if we are able to do the convince, yeah. But I want to highlight this triple F management also. I find is very useful. This, which is a feel, felt, and found. You know. So for example, you know, after the meeting, you know, especially maybe some of the members, if she do not have a very good experience of the network marketing, for example. So first I would say, yes, you know, I really understand your view or your experience, because last time I also have the same experience like you. I also feel not uncomfortable, especially just in the first meeting only. I want to really make any decision. I understand you. I totally understand you. Then you can continue to share your own experience, what you felt. Yeah, I once thought so, you know, I also had the same feeling like you. I felt so when last time my mentor invited me also to the first meeting. And I always thought that, you know, network marketing is just purely selling products, keep selling and selling, selling for the whole life. It's not something that I want to do, because definitely I am not someone who like to sell product. Yeah, then you share after what you found. But I later found out that, you know, it's so amazing here, because I found out that in network marketing here, we are not actually selling product. We are actually building a platform to help more people to achieve their dreams, to achieve what they want, to achieve, to regain their health. Yeah. So you know, sharing and selling or sponsoring is just part of the process. Yeah. So that's why I can really feel you and understand you. Yeah. So through this conversation, the feel, felt, and found is actually you are sharing, you know, have the consensus with the person, so the person will actually open his heart and listen to you as well, because now you are telling the person, you know, I feel you, you know, and I felt the same as you last time. But after that, I found that actually, you know, it's not what I thought last time, but it's actually how. So this is actually more of a personal touch also. That's why you have to share via phone, maybe to have a two-way discussion, to have this conversation better, then you can really convince a person. Yeah. So from my experience, this is very useful, because you are sharing your own experience. Yeah. That's why the after meeting, this part is very important, when you are sharing your own experience or your own story to the person you invite. Yeah. So, and of course, the next thing, which is also very important, and maybe some of the members would miss out, is the review with your upline. Yeah, because, you know, just now I already mentioned, you have to follow up with the prospect, you have to know what is the doubt, but sometimes maybe you cannot really solve the problem, but you did not go back to review your upline. So your upline is also not sure how is the I mean the feedback of the prospect. Maybe the upline, maybe you just tell the upline, you know, she just say no, not for the moment, but you did not really share the details. Yeah, so it's always good that we always update the feedback of the prospect after we do the follow-up, so that we can always discuss the correct follow-up actions with the upline, because of course the upline has more experience dealing with a different situation compared to us. So it's good that we always seek for the advice, or how to solve the particular problem that this prospect is asking. Maybe the prospect has doubt about the marketing plan, or maybe the prospect has doubt about the product, or has doubt about something else, yeah, or about the payment or how, yeah. So if necessary also, or if the prospect agree, it's good that we can also arrange a three-way call meeting with an upline, just short one. You don't really need a Zoom. You can just do a messenger call, just call your prospect and your upline, just a short one, so that the upline can show you how he solved the problem. So again, review is very important, yeah, so that the upline, again, she can use these few steps, the before meeting, what you have done during meeting, and what you have find out after the meeting, to review with you whether we have really do a proper follow-up with the prospect after the meeting, yeah. And of course, after we have tried, do the few fail and file share again, we can try doing the closing again. Whether the person now agree, we can encourage them to do a direct closing or direct sign up, or to convince again if those who reject, yeah. So of course, we are not doing any hard selling here. We don't force on that. Yeah, we don't want the person to end up have another bad experience about the network marketing as well. I think importantly is whether we really understand the concern or the reason of the rejection behind the person. Even after we try the follow-up, but she still don't want the product or the opportunity, actually it's still fine. Remember, we say that relationship is still very important. We have so many friends, and they can even join us or buy the product from us even after 5-10 years later. So keeping the relationship well is still the most important. And of course, if we can arrange the next meeting, either the next meeting, if the person is interested already, sign up during the business, how we can guide him, what is the next step to do, show him and teach him how to start. So all this you have to do yourself, or you can arrange with your upline to do a three-way call meeting to guide the person to next step to start the business. So we don't wait until next week, the other week, then the Zoom meeting again, then we have to teach the person how to invite. That could be too late already. So always arrange the next meeting on what to do. If it's a just customer, arrange the next meeting, how when is the payment or the logistic or delivery going to be done, when is the person going to receive the product. After she receives the product, you call and remind them how to take, all this is very, very important. Or do we invite the customer to the next related Facebook Live meeting about the product? Yeah, so we always have to think what is the next meeting, so that we have a purpose, have an excuse to really see and do the proper follow-up again. Okay. So this is also, yeah, just for the online meeting, the online Facebook Live. Again, if we know or if we notice who actually watched together just now and then comments together with you at the Facebook Live, always remember, do the follow-up, understand what she or he has learned, or if there's any problem closing for product or opportunity, and again, arrange a three-way call with the upline to solve the problem or to strengthen the confidence to start the business together. Yeah, and of course, if you have already invited someone but he cannot attend, remember also to do the follow-up, no matter it's the Facebook Live or the Zoom, tee up about just now the meeting content. You can also do your own sharing or tee up again, say you must really join next week because the particular speaker is very amazing, or how it can again help the person. Yeah, and if some of the online meeting is very useful for you, you can again also share on the social media, or even the Zoom meeting, you can share on your social media about what you learned today, about how you appreciate the particular speaker or the particular product or the company or the opportunity, so that while you are doing it, you are already generate some interest for your audience in the social media, so that some people may even ask you, actually, what is the meeting that you are doing, you are busy with? Yeah. So there is a lot of action we can do, you know, to create and always prepare for more people to join us for the next meeting. Yeah. So, and this is the next meeting. For those who are still considering, always tee up the next related meeting that could again help you to borrow power to influence a person. Okay. So I think, yeah, I done about the 4 steps of the meeting. Yeah. Before meeting, during meeting, after meeting, and next meeting. Okay. So this is very important that I think you can go back and review. And now it's just a brief recap about the different meeting that we have here in the Alcan that I also share. I think a few weeks ago in the Elite Seminar, we share, like we have one-to-one meeting, the small gathering, we have the weekly, maybe your own team Zoom meeting, we have the Facebook Live, or we have the bigger boot camp or large gathering. So you see all these meetings, you have different type of or similar type of the action to do. So no matter you are doing a one-to-one or three-way call or home party or a boot camp invitation, we always need to know what are the actions. We always need to check whether we have done the enough actions for the before meeting, during meeting, after meeting, and next meeting. And also same for another 3 models of the foundation laying that we have been sharing. You know, this kind of meeting is to help us to build leaders. So we have the Elite Seminar. You can conduct yourself with your team. We have a system education training every Saturday. We have later on we will organize also director meeting. Yeah, but whether we have do our role, you know, to really tee up about the system education training every Saturday, how do we ensure that our leader really attend the meeting and learn together? You know, all this actually we again go back to review whether we have done enough for the action before meeting, during meeting, after meeting, and next meeting. Yeah. So and this is also just the last slide that I want to share today. I also share this in one of the topic earlier before. So we always say that, you know, in the Alcan Global or in the network marketing, there is always 3 real indicator to show you, to tell you whether your network growth is really fast or slow. Yeah, it's not really just the income or no, or just your qualification of the campaign, but we always check these 3 things. So number 1, the speed of disseminating information. Yeah, the speed doesn't mean that, you know, that you use the apps very fast and just click, the person can receive. Not really. It's whether you see how much is the spread that you can really share and disseminate the information with. For example, you know, today if let's say there's this first-hand information of a promotion, you know, if today you share to your level 1, your level 2, oh, but you know, the next moment your level 10, your level 20 already received the information as fast as your level 1. That is the speed that I'm talking about, you know, whether it duplicate and spread as fast as you are just sharing with your level 1. Yeah. Because imagine, you know, if the thing that you share with your level 1, your level 2, your level 10, 20, 30, 50 can reach, definitely the duplication speed is very fast and very effective. So that is a real indicator of your network growth. And number 2, you can check also via the number of people attending the activities. So when you are if you are a leader, you are attending a weekly Facebook Live, you are attending a Facebook product training, or if you are attending this system education training, you are always checking, you know, monitoring while learning how many of your leaders are attending this training, whether there is increase in number of your team, whether there is decrease, or whether the people is just the same few people. This is also very important for you or for us to check how fast is the growth, how many leaders are we actually grooming in our network. Okay. And of course, the last one is how many people are working independently, how many people are doing their 3S every single day. Yeah. So I just want to highlight here that is how important of a meeting. Yeah, not just about all this conducting meeting or attending, but we also use this as an indication of our growth of our network. So thank you again for your time. Yeah, so I hope everyone here, we learned something together today. I wish everyone able to leverage your network with the meetings that we have so that you make every single meeting meaningful, you know, not just purely attending for the sake of attending. Yeah. And this is next Sunday. Yeah, we have a meeting with our president, Mr. KB Lee, our senior outline. So he'll be sharing his 23 years journey about in Alcon Global. So see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time. And again, we are open for some discussion or Q&A or feedback if you have any. Yeah, feel free to share. Ma'am Tata, you want to share something? See, why everyone is always shy. Sister April, you want to share something?
Nothing, ma'am.
So of course, I just hope that the session is helpful for you. Yeah. If nobody want to share anything, we will just take a group photo.
They are shy, sister.
Yeah, so for next week, we don't have any training on the Saturday. Next week will be just Sunday, 7 p.m. Okay? Oh, I saw Dr. Jane still in the clinic. Yeah, Ma'am Iza, you want to ask, you can unmute.
Hi, sis. Thank you. Regarding the meeting, sis, what would you suggest? Which one is better? A smaller Zoom OPP or a bigger one?
No
Because
difference.
I see disadvantages when it is a very big one.
I would say both are important because that's why you see in the 3-way of recruitment, we always put there, we have small gathering, the 1-to-1, 2-to-1, or maybe 3-to-1. Then we have the middle one, which is maybe a bigger group, and then the even biggest one. So the benefit of the smaller one, the 1-to-1 or the 2-to-1 or like just 3-to-1 is beneficial, especially when you can have a better two-way discussion with the particular prospect. Because sometimes if too many person like this, you see, nobody want to talk. Just an example, you know. I mean, sometimes when too big the crowd, they may not really want to share their real concern. Yeah. So you still need the smaller one to have a more detailed discussion. Yeah. But it's good also to have the bigger group one, the Zoom meeting, like 1 week once or 2 week once, because when in a bigger one, then you have the chances to borrow power from the leaders or from different sidelines or from your different team, so that they see a bigger team. Yeah. So I would say that both are important, but the objective may be slightly different. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you, and also maybe the teamwork is very important, sis, when it
Yeah.
comes to big meetings, because sometimes I've observed that when the upline or the mentors cannot see or observe the guest behavior in the meeting, we cannot really address their needs on that time. And then if we were not able to follow up, then we were not, the closing rate would be, lower. And also maybe that when it comes to teamwork, sis, we have to like the upline who what you call it, who invited the guest,
Yeah.
should really ask her guests after the meeting, as you have discussed. So because the mentor, especially if she's the speaker,
Yes.
cannot really observe and
Yes. Yes.
know the
Yeah.
needs of the guest. So
Yeah.
this training of yours is very important, because I have realized a lot of things. Thank you, sis.
Yeah, welcome, sister. Yeah, I think what Ma'am Izai say is correct. So as I mentioned just now in my sharing, every one of you here, if you have invites, you know, you are the B role. So B is super important compared to A, because A is not there to help you to do closing. She can just share what she knows, you know, to address the needs of your customer. But she's not in the correct position, you know, to close your prospect and say join now. She can only encourage, but be yourself, you know, you are very important. And like Ma'am Izai shared just now, so during the A is doing all the sharing, the presenting, right? A will not be able to see and observe your guest expression. So B is very important, you know, you have to you have to do the comments, the chat, or you have to private chat the person to ask how she find during the meeting, or if the person do not reply, maybe after the meeting you have to immediately find out what is the real concern or what is the thought behind the person. Yeah, and then you can do a proper follow-up. We cannot depend on the A to do the closing, because our upline role is not to help us to do closing. Our upline role is helping us to be a tools for us to borrow power and to present the things that, you know, can address the needs of your C. Yeah. So all of us here, every single one of us here as a B, we have an important role. Yeah. So like we say, we can learn how to improve to be a very good B. Yeah. So I think that should be a conclusion. Or if anyone still have any question, if not, we will just take photo and we will save everyone's time. I know the data is also very precious because now you need to use a lot of data for calls. Yeah. So thank you everyone again for your time to attend together. Yeah. If you can open the camera now. We can take a group picture. Hi everyone. Okay, so hi Tita Bula. I saw Ma'am Cherry, Ma'am Premi. Ma'am Charmaine, oh, Ma'am Mina is there. So just look at the camera and smile. Oh yeah, I'll just take another page. Just smile. Okay, so again, thank you everyone for your time. I will also send out the recording because I think some of the steps here is very detailed. It's good that you can review again or send and go through with your downlines. So I wish everyone a happy weekend and we'll see you again next Sunday together with Mr. Lee. Thank you everyone. Take care. Goodbye.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Thanks our Dubai team for joining us as well.
Thank you, Mr.
Mr.
Bye.